This video is not meant to discourage you or prevent anyone from moving to Florida. I just wanted to give my experience on how my apartment hunting journey was here and kind of some tips and warnings to give you if you are looking to come down here to Florida. My search began on Facebook Market. It's just me here. I was very open to getting a 1-bedroom apartment or even a studio, something within my price range and big enough just for me, and that had a fridge, washer and dryer, and a stove. Those are my big 3 things that I really wanted in an apartment. So I was able to see 5 apartments through Facebook Market. Well, hello! We are on our way to our very first apartment tour. This one is about 30 minutes away and I'm super excited. As I'm here, I'm like really nervous. Look where I parked. It says future resident parking. This is actually terrifying. It's just now hitting me that like I'm looking to live on my own. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna look at the apartment and I'll get back to you guys. Oh wow. Okay, so I just finished my tour right now. It smelled a little funky, but I don't know how mold smells like, so I'm not too sure if I'm just overthinking it. It was really pretty. The community around here is beautiful. I wouldn't mind living here. I'm gonna talk to my parents about it first. They're gonna watch the video too. I actually really enjoyed the apartment. It wasn't too big, it wasn't too small. So it was definitely on my top 3 still. I wanted to keep an open mind and I still wanted to look at this last apartment that I was gonna look at. I just finished coming back from that second apartment tour. So the neighborhood is quite different. It's a little more dangerous. Living alone, I don't know if I'd be comfortable living here just by myself. The apartment itself, it was cute. Definitely, as you can see, the kitchen was very nice. It had a bathroom. It was definitely a studio, so it didn't have that separating wall like the other apartment complex did. So and it was honestly the same price. I looked at 3 apartments. Third apartment was kind of spontaneous. I wasn't planning on going there. I just got home and I was like, I'm not really happy with the apartments I saw, so let me look online. So I looked online. I found these really beautiful apartments. I looked at them and it was an amazing apartment. It had high ceilings. It had a beautiful kitchen. It had a balcony with an in unit for a washer and dryer. The room, it had a bedroom and the bedroom was nice and spacious with 2 closets in them. I just loved it. It was amazing. I applied for it and now I'm just waiting for my answer to see if I got approved to move in, and they said I could get it by tomorrow. Okay, so after a whole week, I haven't heard back from this apartment, and it wasn't until I went in person to be like, hey, I paid my application fee, I put in my application. He finally did it and I got approved for the apartment. They told me that the apartment that I actually looked at was not available anymore, so they just switched me to another one. Did not think twice about it. I tell my mom, she's so excited for me. She decides to come fly down here to Florida to help me move into my first apartment. I believe that it was all the Lord who sent my mom down here. If she was not here, I would be living in that horrible, horrible apartment. Me and my mom walk in this apartment and I am shocked and confused. It's a completely different apartment than what they showed me. There are no high ceilings. The kitchen is extremely tiny. The air filter had not been changed in I don't know how long. There was like mold growing on it and the apartment reeked of smoke. I open up the balcony closet and I don't see an in-unit washer and dryer where it should have been. So my mom basically says, like, we're not taking this. Like, this is a horrible apartment and that's not what we signed for. Coincidentally, when my mom said that, the apartment that she showed me became available again. So my mom's like, okay, like, yeah, let's go look at this apartment. I have no idea really what an in-unit washer and dryer look like. My mom does though. When she went to go see this in-unit washer and dryer, she was like, where's the dryer vent? Because that's a fire hazard. Basically, the lady tells us that this in-unit washer and dryer that they have, the previous tenants made their own makeshift in-unit washer and dryer. She says, actually, this apartment is going to be $400 more than what you signed for because there's an in-unit. Thankfully, my mom, she told me, she was like, you do not have to be here. You do not have to go through with it, you could still back out. But I was stressing out because if I did not take that apartment, there was nowhere I could really go. I didn't have any place to live at that point. Reluctantly, I backed out. I was basically homeless for like a day or two. We booked a hotel for 2 nights. I was feeling so defeated and I was scared because I had 2 options, was to either get an apartment within those 2 nights at the hotel or possibly fly and move back with my parents. So the morning comes and we go to my very first apartment tour. It was going to be, I believe, $600 cheaper than my original rent for my apartment. And I call it an apartment, but it really is an efficiency. So it's attached to someone's house, and the landlord, the person who lives in the house, she is the sweetest lady I have ever met. The only thing is just it didn't come with a washer and dryer, but the lady even offered for me to come into her house and do laundry with the washer and dryer that she has. But we didn't want to say yes right away, so we go get Starbucks. And I just told my mom, I was like, Mom, I think this is the one. I love where it's at and I love the apartment. I think we should just go ahead and do it. So we do it, and I was able to move in literally that day. And so I had all my stuff in my van. We unloaded all of it, got it in here, and we spent about a week decorating this apartment. And it was really great because I really still was trying to stay in my budget. All of the furniture that I got was either from a thrift store or Facebook Market. The biggest thing for my couch is right over here. I really wanted a couch with a bed in it. So I first saw these 2 couches. One was $30, the other one was $80, and the one that was $80 actually had a bed in it. So that's the one I really wanted. I don't know why I didn't get that one when I first saw it. Instead, I got this like wooden futon that me and my mom actually slept on because I didn't have a bed. Within 2 days of having it, it broke. It was more expensive than the couch I have now. I was so disappointed. I went back and we actually got the couch that I wanted. And one of the first things I actually worked on when I first moved in here was the window panels on my door. It had paint on it. I really just did not like it and I wanted to take the paint off. So me and my mom worked on that and we made sure it was all clean. And it just let so much beautiful natural sunlight into my apartment, and I'm so glad I did it. I love it now. And then I also bought these like 3x3 cubicles. The one you see behind me is one of them, and then I also have one in my room. And those are super easy to set up, honestly. I use them for storage and also like a decoration piece, because being that it's such a tiny apartment, I do want to have a lot of storage for my stuff. So these cubicles were amazing, super easy to set up, and I loved the way they turned out. The most difficult thing for this apartment, surprisingly, was the curtains. So first we wanted to go with these like, they almost reminded me of tissue paper, just like folded up, and we got them from Lowe's. I wanted to get the cheapest thing, I don't know why. It was literally a sticker and you stick it on the top of your window. As we were setting it up, it was literally tearing. And we were just like, you know what, no, this is horrible. We go to Lowe's, return it, and we actually buy like good, nice blinds that were a little more expensive. We get these blinds. Oh my gosh, they are so hard to set up. We had like the tools to do it, but it was just me and my mom, and I did not want to deal with it. I was already stressed, frustrated with the moving in part because it was just a lot of stuff. We just ended up with these beautiful curtains. And I'm actually kind of glad I did it because it was just so much more easier. The moving in process was really frustrating for me because I think for like 4 days straight, we were just shopping and shopping. We went to thrift stores, Walmarts, Lowe's. Like I always had a bunch of stuff in my van. We were always shopping, buying something. And it's just like those little things. Like all of my pots and pans I got at either a Goodwill or a Salvation Army, and I got like stainless steel ones too. It was really awesome. So it really was a long process, but I did really enjoy the little things. I got this beautiful light that you just stick under your cabinet. It lights up your sink. And then I also got these really cool like solar lights that my friend gave me, and I just like stuck them in the ground, and then yeah, I just like had a little pathway and it lit it up, and it was so cool. I was really happy. I also got my first dish set, and that was super exciting. I found it at Costco, and I really wanted a design on my dish set, so I found this beautiful blue one. I feel like it fits just so well, and it literally felt like it was Christmas, opening up all those boxes of my dish set and just seeing It's like a little adult thing to do. And then my favorite part was all these plants that I have. I really wanted to have a bunch of plants in my apartment because it's so small. I wanted to oxygenate it. I wanted to like oxygenate. I think it is oxygenate. Correct me if I'm wrong. I wanted to oxygenate my apartment, especially since I have so much natural sunlight coming in here. I thought it was just perfect to have a overload of plants. And my mom is a huge green thumb, so this was like her thing. I let her do whatever she wanted, buy all the plants, set them up how she wanted, and I love the way she did it. It just turned out so pretty. Honestly, it was a huge learning moment for me being here in Florida and searching for apartments. It was a true moment where I really just did have to trust in the Lord. Even though it was very difficult, He was still very faithful to me, very patient with me in my craziness. So yeah, that is my apartment journey. I'm here, I'm settled, I am so happy, and I'm in love with my apartment the way that it looks. And if you watched to the end of this video, I do have something to say. I totally did not follow my uploading schedule, and I understand that, and I apologize very sincerely for that. I am posting every single Monday from now on. Please don't forget to like this video if you really enjoyed seeing this journey, and if you're honestly moving here to Florida too, or if you're thinking about it, or if you just love Florida in general. If you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It's gonna be amazing. I want to continue to share this journey with you. And yeah, with that being that, I will see you guys next week. Bye!